welcome back. I guess a lot's happened for you. We'll obviously start with your call up to the World Cup squad. You know,
Jeez.
how's that? Yeah, right.
Felt like a long time
Yeah,
ago.
a long time ago. How was that for you? Like getting that news that you're in the 23.
Yeah, wow. I haven't even looked back at that moment, but I think I was shocked. I never expect to make any national team stuff. I always hold my breath when there's a FIFA window, and the World Cup was no different. Obviously, it's a bigger tournament and it's a bigger event, so I didn't really expect it. And to get the call up, obviously, I'd been dreaming of that since I started my career, and I've had it on my walls. I've had it in my heart. I just wanted to always make that World Cup squad, and then it was like a double win to have it on home soil. I think you've probably seen the video of me crying and bawled my eyes out. I just didn't really know how else to react. I was just so shocked, and I think I didn't realise how much I was holding on to that goal until I got told I was going to a World Cup, and then I just bawled my eyes out and kept crying.
I mean, it's an amazing goal, right? And you've reached it, so
yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
All the events obviously transpired. Before we get to that moment for you, what did the Matildas effect and how you saw like the fans getting behind and all the numbers in the stadium?
Yeah.
From when you were growing up, you said you had that goal on the wall to beat a World Cup. Did you expect it to be like that, and how did that sort of take you by surprise?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's different when you look at it obviously from an audience point of view. I think you don't realise all the blood, sweat and tears that go into actually being part of that World Cup squad, and the pre-camp and the amount of fitness and the amount of bonding that we did during that time. You don't look at those little nitty-gritty things when you set a goal, and it was quite amazing to experience all of that, and obviously feel the Matildas effect of the crowds getting around it and everyone really getting excited for the World Cup. And then obviously at the games, everyone rocking up, and people watching it online, and people going to other venues to watch it. That was all very amazing. Something I wouldn't expect to happen, and we didn't know how much of an impact it was until we got out. And now we've kind of starting to live that and see what it's like to actually come back from that major event on home soil, and just the amount of people that did watch it. I didn't realise, I'm walking down the shops and people are coming up to me and saying thank you, I've watched your game, your penalty was amazing, what do you think? All the questions.
How's your life adjusted to that?
It's just, it hasn't adjusted yet. I'm still adjusting. When I got back from the World Cup, obviously I just have been relaxing and kind of getting away from actually being out and about. I've just been at home, and I've been going down recently to the shops and stuff, and just people coming up to me, and just, I don't know, it's pretty crazy, hey, that so many people just watched it. I didn't realise in the moment, especially my penalty, how many people were actually watching that moment. I think I was so in the moment that I didn't realise, and it wasn't until after I was scrolling through social media and the different venues that had it on, and like everyone reacting to it, and the audience numbers, and it was just crazy. So it's just been, I'd say it's been crazy, and I'm adjusting to it.
And then you mentioned the penalty, right? Like such a moment for you in terms of your personal growth and as a player, to step up 10th in line, but you're probably not expecting to get a pen, right?
No.
Talk us through, because Ante Juric said afterwards, I don't know if you've seen this, but he basically said he knew that it was in because of the look on your face. Yeah. Because you had your head down, you were focused, and he knew that he'd seen that before. So did you know as well?
Well, it's funny that you say that, because a lot of people actually told me that they knew it was going as soon as they saw my face on the screen, and I was like, oh, I didn't even know I was making like a face of like anything. But I feel like in that moment, I don't know, it was quite a unreal moment that I wouldn't expect to feel. Like the feeling I had in that moment, I wouldn't expect to feel in that moment. It was such a, like reflecting on it, a very high pressured moment with so many people watching, and the weight of the nation on my shoulders and all of that. But I, in the moment, just obviously wasn't expecting to get to 10. I was really just there being part of the girls, trying to encourage everyone to obviously get their pen and everything. And then when it got to me, I was like, oh, it's game time, like for me. And I already knew which way I was going. I think with pens, it's always really hard, and it's just a brutal way to finish. So I just look at it like you have one way to pick, one way to go, and if it goes in, it goes in, and it did.
Wow. And now you come back, you've re-signed with Sydney again. Back where you're comfortable and you play. You say you play your best football here. So are you really looking forward to getting cracking, especially with Sydney Derby first up and Allianz again?
Yeah, I'm always looking forward to Sydney FC season. it's just nice. We had our first training session last night, and it just feels like home, you know, to be back and be with Ante and the girls. And obviously there's a lot of new faces this year, and we've had a few girls depart overseas, which is great. I think they'll do really well, but yeah, it's been amazing to come back, and obviously with our new Sky Park, and it just feels like a real home vibe, and it just feels good to be back. I'm looking forward to a really good pre-season with them, and then obviously kicking it off for a longer season against a couple of new teams and all of that. So I'm excited, and I hope everyone else is excited, and especially for the Derby first round, it's always a fun game.